Simple steps today for a stronger, safer, and more independent. What if I told you that the swelling in your legs and ankles isn't just a normal part of getting older after 60? As a doctor, I hear the exact same thing from countless patients sitting across from me in my clinic. They always say, "Dr. Robert, it's probably just aging." But when I look closer, I often see a completely different story. I see early, quiet changes in your circulation, and if you ignore them, they can slowly lead to joint stiffness, a loss of balance, and eventually a hidden threat to your independent lifestyle. Here's what concerns me most as a physician. This kind of swelling doesn't usually start with sharp pain. It starts subtly: tight shoes by the afternoon, deep sock marks on your skin, a heavy, tired feeling when evening comes. It is so easy to dismiss until one day, simple things like walking to the mailbox or just getting out of bed don't feel the same anymore. But the truth is, in many cases, your body isn't asking for medication or expensive treatments, it's asking for movement. Today, I am going to show you 5 simple, doctor-approved movements that will help your body naturally pump that fluid right out of your legs before those quiet warning signs turn into something much harder to reverse. Before we dive into the first movement, if you want to protect your health and mobility as you age, make sure to hit that subscribe button below and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a medical tip here on the Dr. Robert channel. If you are ready to take control of your health today, type 1 in the comments right now. If not, type 0 so I know how to make better medical content for you next time. Now, let's start with movement number 1, the heel raise pump. It might surprise you, but the real reason your ankles swell by the end of the day isn't always a problem with your heart, your kidneys, or how much salt you ate for lunch. Very often, it's something much simpler. Your calf muscles have quietly stopped doing their job. I see this pattern every single day, especially in older adults who spend a lot of time sitting down, whether you're watching TV, reading a book, or just resting more than you used to. You see, your lower legs rely on a natural pump system driven entirely by your calves. Every time you walk, those muscles contract, squeezing your veins and pushing blood and fluid back up toward your heart against gravity. But when you sit still, that pump shuts off and fluid pools in your ankles. Here is how we fix it right from your chair. How to do it. Sit up straight in a firm, stable chair. Place both feet flat on the floor, about hip-width apart. Slowly lift your heels as high as you comfortably can while keeping your toes firmly planted on the ground. You should feel your calf muscles gently tightening. Hold that squeeze for 3 seconds. Do not rush. Then, slowly lower your heels back down. That is 1 repetition. The routine: start with 10 repetitions and gradually work your way up to 15 or 20 as it becomes easier. Remember, the key here is control, not speed. Think of it like gently squeezing a sponge to push water out, rather than shaking it. When to do it? Do this immediately after long periods of sitting, like after a 1-hour TV show, a long car ride, or a meal. This is exactly when fluid is most likely to pool. Doctor's note: if you feel actual joint pain, not just mild muscle effort, stop and adjust. Reduce the height of the lift. And if you have severe swelling, open wounds, or a known vascular condition, please check with your primary doctor before starting. Have you ever noticed that when you first wake up, your ankles feel stiff? Almost like they need a few seconds to wake up before you can take your first step? That stiffness is a major warning sign. It means fluid is getting trapped in the joint. In my years of medical practice, I found that one of the most overlooked causes of swollen ankles isn't just weak muscles, it's a reduced range of motion in the joint itself. When your ankle joint stops moving fully, circulation chokes, fluid settles, and over time, it creates that stubborn swelling. That is where movement number 2, ankle circles, comes in. How to do it: sit comfortably, scoot forward slightly, and lift 1 foot gently off the ground. Keep your leg relaxed. Begin to rotate your ankle slowly in a full, smooth, circular motion. Imagine you are drawing a perfect circle with your big toe. Don't rush it. Go clockwise for 10 slow circles, then pause and reverse direction for 10 counterclockwise circles. Each single circle should take about 2 to 3 seconds. You might hear or feel some slight clicking or tightness at first. That is completely normal. You are just reintroducing movement to an area that's been locked up. Switch to the other foot and repeat. This is highly effective first thing in the morning before your feet even touch the floor, or at night when your ankles feel the heaviest. If your legs start to feel heavy halfway through the day, almost like they are filled with sand, that is your deep circulatory system signaling for help. Most health advice focuses only on the feet, but your thighs play a massive role in your overall circulation. The deep veins running through your legs rely on your largest muscle groups, like your thighs, to help force blood back up to your chest. When you sit for hours, your thighs are compressed, blocking the highway back to the heart. To reset this, we use movement number 3, seated marching. How to do it. Sit upright in a sturdy chair with your feet flat on the floor. Rest your hands on the sides of the chair for support. Slowly lift one knee up toward your chest. Lift it to a comfortable level where you feel your thigh muscle engage. Hold it there for 1 second, then lower it back down with total control. Immediately switch and lift the other leg, alternating in a steady, marching rhythm. The routine. Start with 30 seconds and build up to a full minute. Each lift should feel deliberate and controlled. This is a game changer for anyone who spends time at a computer or resting throughout the day. If you notice one leg feels weaker or harder to lift than the other, that is valuable information. It means your strength or circulation is imbalanced, and this movement will help restore that balance over time. Doctor's note: make sure your chair is on a non-slip surface. If you've had recent hip or knee surgery, please consult your surgeon before trying this. By the time evening comes, gravity has been working against your circulation all day long. The longer your legs stay below your heart, the more fluid collects in your lower body. So, let's flip the process and make gravity work for you. Movement number 4. Wall leg elevation is one of the simplest, most effective ways to drain excess fluid naturally, without any medication. How to do it. Find a clear wall space near your bed or on the floor. Sit sideways next to the wall, then gently lie down on your back as you swing your legs up so they rest vertically against the wall. Let your arms rest comfortably at your sides, palms facing up. Now, simply stay in this position for 5 to 10 minutes. Just breathe normally and relax. Within just a few minutes, you will feel the pressure in your ankles drop. That is the fluid naturally draining away from where it has been pooling all day. Modification. If getting down to the floor is too difficult, simply lie flat on your bed and prop your legs up on the headboard or stack a few firm pillows under your legs. The goal is just to get your ankles elevated above the level of your heart. It is often the smallest movements that your body depends on the most. Many people still walk daily, but the tiny, microscopic vessels in the feet are completely ignored when we rest. This leads to that severe morning stiffness. We can solve this with movement number 5, toe flex and point. How to do it. You can do this sitting in a chair or lying in bed. Extend your legs out in front of you. Slowly point your toes forward, stretching them away from your body. Hold for 2 seconds to activate the front of your legs. Then, slowly pull your toes back toward your body, flexing your feet so your heels push out. Hold for 2 seconds to feel a deep stretch along your calves and Achilles tendon. The routine. Repeat this smooth cycle for 15 to 20 repetitions. Do not rush or snap your feet. This gentle movement guides fluid through the smallest pathways of your feet, clearing out the stagnation before you take your very first step of the day, while heavily reducing your risk of nighttime leg cramps. Now, here is the real question. What happens if you put all 5 of these movements together into one simple daily routine? Your body doesn't suddenly break down out of nowhere. It slowly tries to communicate with you through small signs that you might be ignoring. Swollen ankles and heavy legs are not random inconveniences. They are a cry for help from your circulatory system. If nothing changes today, over the next 1 to 2 years, that mild swelling will become permanent. Your balance will become less steady and you will feel fatigued much faster. By year 3 to 5, chronic fluid stagnation can cause skin discoloration, severe joint stiffness, and a gradual loss of your independence. Your body is still incredibly capable of adapting and healing no matter your age, but it responds to what you do consistently, not occasionally. You don't need intense, exhausting workouts. You just need a few minutes of daily attention. This video is my prescription for you, but the action is in your hands. Choose to take care of your legs today so you can protect your freedom tomorrow. Take a moment right now and comment below with just one movement from today's video that you are going to try today. Don't forget to like this video, share it with someone you care about, and subscribe to Dr. Robert for more medical insights. Thank you for watching, stay healthy, and I will see you in the next video.